Hey everyone, it's Zach from Axis here to show you the client view. So when you send an advisory link out and your client signs up, so they'll sign into their account. As soon as they sign in, they are welcomed by you. So they can start the assessment here. It's a 26 question assessment focusing on making it easier to operate, making it easier to scale, then finally making it easier to transfer. One aspect that you'll see as we are navigating through this is that there's a box that comes up down here below where the client or the owner of the business would put in the proof that they have to be able to justify their answers. So I'll go through these really quickly. It's only 26 questions, so it doesn't take an owner longer than maybe 10 or 15 minutes to populate, and the results that are provided are very, very insightful and very helpful for you, putting you in the driver's seat to be able to fuel conversations about exit planning and create your seat at the table. So I'll submit this assessment. What they'll get is thanks for completing the assessment. Your advisor will be in touch. So as I mentioned, this really puts you, the advisor, into the forefront. So we don't give them the answers. You get to go into it and take care of that. So I'll sign out of this profile and sign in as the advisor here. You'll get a notification, but what you can see here is that Fred has just completed this assessment. And it's one that is waiting on your review. The overall assessment score was 55%. Let's click into this and take a look. Again, you have the ability to release more information to the client or not. Right now, all they can see is that they scored a 55% on their dashboard. But what we can also do is add different action items on here, put due dates on them. You can have categories for where this sits. If it's a nice to have or must do, we'll add that in there. We can add different insights. On here. And then back in here, could view the results now. And now what we'll see is a breakdown. One of the really interesting things about Axis is it takes it from a buyer's lens. So the client answered that the leadership team depth was effective and they can run the business, make decisions, sustain performance without reliance on a single individual. The buyer would typically say this is a workable leadership base here. Scroll down to one that is rarely 5% of recurring revenue. Very, very important. Revenue stability looks partial. A buyer would want stronger proof that repeat revenue is dependable and durable. And then there's some suggested actions. You can take these actions and create or add them onto the plan that is created right back over here where we added the different add insights here. So we can build out our action plan. These will all go onto the PDF that's generated, which I'll show you right here. So we've got a nice attachment that you can have as a leave behind if you want to. It breaks out the overall score, then where they stand in the operate side, the scale side, and the transfer. Here's our insights that we just added. Here's our action plan that we can build out. And then we continue to go through the assessment with the buyer's view, the question, their answer on here. So this is the flow. As you can see, this is highly, highly effective in being able to put you in the driver's seat and be able to give you the empowerment to have conversations with either existing businesses or new businesses on your own. One thing that you'll also find with Axis is that there is a self-assessment. So before you even pay, you can sign up and do a self-assessment on your own business. You'll go through the same flow, you'll get the information, and you can use it on your own business to implement and check before you actually send this out to a client or use it for a client. find this really, really effective because at the end of the day, you don't want to send something you don't really understand out to your client. I would not recommend that. So that's the Access overview for the assessment. If you have any questions, please reach out.